Hi everyone, it's me. This week I have a question for you guys. It's convoluted and stupid and I'm not really sure how to explain it, so let's dive right in and let's go. One of the most important things I think when you live in a foreign country is to assimilate to that country, so I think it's really important that you learn the language, that you understand the cultural quirks and the traditions, and even if it's not something that you necessarily believe in, you still are respectful and you understand, this is how it's done in this country. You're not here to change that. You're here to respect that, basically. But one of the things that I've been kind of stuck with here in England is around the language. So obviously I speak English. Thank God. I am not good at learning other languages, so that worked out really nicely. But obviously there are English phrases and slang and just little quirky things, and I don't really know how to handle it. So basically, I'm not explaining this right at all. On one hand, I want to assimilate and speak like an English person. I want to say the phrases that you would say. I want to say the English words because I'm in England and I want to be respectful and I want to say, just like you would. But then on the other hand, I feel really disrespectful saying the phrases and the slang because I feel like I'm pretending to be English. It's like, I'm not allowed to say that because I'm not English. But then if I say the Canadian version, I feel weird. It's just, does that make sense? So things like English people would say the motorway, I would say highway. English people would say the boot of a car, I would say the trunk of a car. English people would say sweets, I would say candy. English people would say lift, I would say elevator. So it's just like these little words, and I don't know, am I allowed to say the English one or do I have to say the Canadian one? Because I feel awkward saying either of them. So my question to you guys, to you watching, if a foreigner is living in your country, and I'm talking living, it's not a short break, it's not a holiday, I'm talking living in your country, would you find it more respectful for them to say the specific regional slang and words that's particular to your country, or is it more respectful for them to keep to their own version of the words? This is not making sense at all. I'm so sorry. So not only are we talking about specific word choice and whether I should use the English version or the North American version, there's also phrases that come so naturally to people, and I feel like, should I say it and be respectful and polite, or is that rude? So things like, probably the most common thing I ever hear just on a day-to-day basis when people say, "You all right, mate?" So you all right is like the universal question. So you all right, and then of course you add a mate on because you're being friendly and stuff. And so you all right, mate? And I'm like, is that weird for me to say that? Because it sounds weird with my accent, absolutely. But I don't want to be disrespectful and be like, say the Canadian version, because I would probably, for me, the innate thing would be to say, "What's up?" I don't know why. Maybe because I'm just young or whatever. But I find in Canada, "What's up?" is like an all-encompassing question. You're asking what are you up to? How are you? You can kind of answer it however you want. So what's up? Nobody says that here. That is not a thing you say here. So you all right is kind of the alternative, but it's like, can I say that? There's also really funny phrases, one of my favorite ones is, he's throwing his toys out the pram. So it's basically like somebody's throwing a fit. He's throwing his toys out of his baby stroller because he's acting like a child. So you say, so-and-so's throwing their toys out the pram. And I love that phrase so much. Or people will say, oh, you know, I don't have a Scooby-Doo. You know, I have no idea. I don't have a Scooby-Doo. There's just so many cute, interesting, quirky phrases that I absolutely love that Canada just lacks. We really don't have that particular type of language. And so I'm really interested, you know, now that I'm living here and I pay my taxes, am I allowed to say these phrases, or would that come across disrespectful, like I'm pretending to be English? So that's my question. That's my really convoluted, stupid question. I'd love to know what you think, so please leave a comment. Wherever in the world you live, let me know what you think. Other than that, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, bye!